Hey everybody, you asked for it, here it is. A big old load of Husky House Performance Automotive merch. Sweet Mama's been searching high and low for vendors worthy to carry the name of Husky House Performance Automotive. Hey, we got a lot right here. I told you, we loaded her up. We got a koozie with the little chubby puppy. Oh, look at the little girlie. Oh, Belvedere closet, look at her. Hey, we got air fresheners. I can smell them from here. They ain't the biggest, but boy, they pack a punch. We got the YouTube certified Husky House Performance Automotive. We do it nice because we do it twice air fresheners. Dingle dangle right off your rear view. The other side's a little messed up because that was the first attempt. You know, we did her nice the second time though. Hey, we got decals from big to great big to ginormous, okay? Husky House Performance Automotive license plates. Put it right on your Cherokee, you know, or your Bronco or whatever. And, you know, you put them on your toolbox, or if you make a mess on the floor, you can sweep it up and...
Got multi-purposes.
Hey, we got t-shirts. We got them from adult small through adult 3X. They are all black heather, and they are all very soft and comfy. So,
oh yeah.
Try not to fall asleep wearing them because it feels like you got a cloud on your back. So there you have it. You asked for it, we delivered. Go get you some at www.buyhustlestuff.com. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. All right, everybody, welcome back to Husky House Performance Automotive. I'm Dan, and that's Sam, and Sweet Mama behind the camera. We're back on this Beast Wars Challenge vehicle again this week because, well, I can feel October creeping fast. You know, it's a-coming. And we got a long road to hoe. So this week, I think we're going to make some motor mounts, some body mounts, and do a little bit of work up here on the frame. If you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe drop back and check out our other videos with this project. It's $5,000 invite build challenge. You build a four-wheel drive rig and you run it through the woods down Winrock, Tennessee, and we're doing that in October. But this is probably the third or fourth video we got on this one. We got a late start today. We were burning garbage and hauling junk and sweating. It's hot.
Hiding from the rain.
Hiding from the rain. But yeah, so we're going to burn the rest of the day up. We got to put a cross member in the front here and reinforce this front end. And then we got to chop this front end off to put the front bumper and the winch mount and all that on. Many of y'all watched the last couple of videos. You see that the front frame was bent. So in order to fix that, we just jacked this up and then we're going to weld the cross member in. We're going to leave the jack down. It's going to still be bent. But maybe we thought we would fool it or something. But Sambo got this all cleaned up in here, and he got his piece of metal, and we're going to weld it in, and probably going to put another on top of it. We got work to do, is what I'm saying. Here comes all the beans. Right there, right? Oh, I left that light down there and it's blazing right in my eyeballs. I'll get it. It needs a light anyway. Alright, well that didn't turn out too horribly awful. I think we need another one up higher because we didn't have anything really thick to put in there. What we need is like a piece of 2x4 or something. 2x3 at least, but had this piece of 2x2, and we're going to put a piece 1 3/4 up above it, and we're going to call it good. We're going to cut her there at 27, just like we did the last one. That ought to do it. Slide butter, baby. All right, Sammy got us fitted up with a nice little piece of metal here. Speaking of metal, we had trouble finding metal. A good deal on it. I think it was $7 or $9 a foot or something, what we were looking for.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
Yeah, and we got on FaceSpace and found a guy that he had a handrail business. and he's going out of business. So he's got a bunch of metal. If anybody's in the area local,
Yeah, Mount Pleasant area.
Mount Pleasant area, PA, southwestern PA, United States of America. But yeah, he's even got a turnkey business for sale. He's got a welding truck with a propane-powered welder, nice stuff too, and a bunch of metal and everything. Turnkey business for like super cheap. I don't want to tell you how much because he might tell you something different, but it was really
I don't think he's asking enough myself.
no, not even close. I don't think he wants as much as the truck's worth. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Sweet Mama's got his information there. Where's he at? Mount Pleasant?
Yeah, he's located in Mount Pleasant, PA. Cell phone number 724-322-5477.
5477. That was Welding, Con Mobile Welding.
On mobile welding service.
Yeah. that's
He's
what
now out of business and retired though.
Yeah, give him a call if you need some metal guys around here. Don't go buy that new stuff, and it's just like
Really nice guy and workable. The more you buy, the better the price probably.
I think buying new metal is like paying your phone bill. You know, it shouldn't cost $300 for your phone bill a month. You know, it really shouldn't.
Exactly.
You can find it for like $40 a month if you look. And this guy is that guy. You know, he'll hook you up. So yeah,
Just don't
give him a
take it
try.
all, because we might need some.
Yeah, don't take it all. We still need some, but sure glad we found him. And thanks for a good deal, bud, if you're watching.
Heck yeah.
Choo-choo. I still need to get that track bar. Over on the bottom of the frame there, but don't confront me right now. I want to get that bumper on there. I'm jonesing. Well, this is what we got here. I'm going to try to put that brush guard thingy hickey do back there on here, but this is too big, massive. So I went and measured, marked this here all out, and we're going to chop that out with a torch. And if it don't work, I'm going to blame Sam somehow. But yeah, I think we'll just have to keep whittling at it and cut it 3 times, still too short kind of thing, until we get it.
A little more intense than I thought.
I like it. I like it a lot. What do you think, Sammy? Right backside of this little thing there?
I'm thinking, yep, right up through here.
Yeah, we'll keep this bolt hole here and that bolt hole there in case we need it.
Yep.
And I think we got to take this bar out of here, sadly. But it's a good place to start. We might have to chop her again. We'll see. We'll see. Fire! Yep. Sammy!
Don't grab the
Sides
sides.
on there.
We got to back up a little bit.
That was a failure so far. Okay, so we'll need to take a little snippy poo-poo out of this top corner, correct?
That's what it looks like.
Just at the gate, Mama. Doggy. Over here burping in my face. You ran that imaginary killer off, didn't you? That a girl. Guard dog on duty. Right here. Guard dog on duty. That's right. Look out, Windrock. just saying. Hustle House is coming. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
So far, our edge is gonna be sticking out of the body now.
What? No, it ain't.
Think about it. Front of it should be about right here.
That's just Jim Dandy. I put the grill in here. It'll be way out here. There room for radiator, but I ain't worried about that with good thing.
It's definitely looking good, honey.
Yeah.
Now we gotta get the body to get down lower.
Yeah. Well, we had to shut down the welder and the grinder and the spark shooters and stuff. And flame throwers.
Pull out old faithful Sawzall.
Yeah. So that we ended up doing fire watch all night. So we're just hanging out, waiting for all the sparks to die out.
Waiting for Sammy to knock the body off.
But I think we come back tomorrow. We're going to finish up this bumper. And we're going to start making body mounts. This body's going to come down probably 2-3 inches. Yep.
Don't you wonder what goes on in his head after seeing this truck, Sam?
What?
After seeing this body, don't you wonder what goes on in his head?
I'm starting to feel fuzzy. Like, not like fuzzy, but like fuzzy. Fuzzy, you know?
What is it? Is it time to go home? You ready for bed? Is it ready for bed? You ready to go bed? Huh? Is that what you want?
Hey everybody, another day, another debacle. 137,000 degrees out. We're at the scrapyard. We're going to cash in on what was left of old Dale, I guess his name was, the Jeep, and
Should be a whole vehicle.
yeah, the Hillman. So we're taking guesses how much we're going to haul out of here.
I'm gonna say $70.
I'm going to say $100, $100 even. But I've been wrong before. I know it's heavy. I know it's heavier than what you'd think, but
It's caked with mud.
yeah.
It rained.
It rained. It's horrible. It's full of mud. And
I factored that in there just in case.
10,360. I don't know what this truck and trailer weighs.
Let's just see.
I tell you what, it's hot out, but nice and cool in here in the old Rammer. She's got some killer AC. So we'll get unloaded here and we'll show the slip when we get out.
Looky, guys. This is like taking a gal to the mall. You know what I could do with that? That could be my floor for French draining or anything. Oh, I love this stuff. One day, I will be taking this home with me.
Hey, come on, that air conditioner feels good. Sweet mama, it's hot out there. It says 91, but I know better than that. It's got to be 10,001 something. Anywho's, what's the final number, sweet mama?
Oh, it's 156 bucks.
$156 off the budget.
That just goes to show you mess with more junk than I do.
I like to stack it up. So good. All right, we'll hook up with you when we get back to the shop and show you a couple little trinkets we bought at the scrapyard while we was here.
Just couldn't leave without spending it before you got it.
Have a gawk at that treasure trove. Sweet mama picked them right up out the scrapyard, polished one of them up a little bit, and yeah, they're going to spiff up some old hot rod somewhere sometime.
That was definitely worth spending some donuts for.
Yeah, $20 for a pair, right?
Right?
Yep, $10 a piece, and I think they're GM bolt pattern, so that means we have nothing here that they fit. But someday, someday we will, and it's going to look cool dragging up on the trailer on some cool chrome steelies.
Exactly. You can't pass opportunities when you got them.
Daggone, I just sit and stare at them all day long, but we can't. Sam's here. Sam wants to work really bad, like He is,
Jonesing for it.
he's jonesing. So, I want to pick up on that bumper, but I don't. I think what I want to do is start, finish dropping that body a little bit and start making the body mounts and the frame mounts and all that. And Sam brought his winch down. Once we get the engine set back in it, we can just set it up on the front bumper for a roundabout weight to see what a rod height's going to be, because I think we're going to have to get different blocks for the back, the rear end. So that's our notion for today. We'll probably sit here on the chairs and talk mostly, not get nothing done again like we usually do. But yeah, hopes are to get some body mounts done. So here we go. All right, well, after much debation, speculation, conversation, we decided we're not going to cut the frame up and lower it no more. It's going to be too high no matter what I do. So we're just going to let her settle right here where it is, and we're going to level it up through there, cut the floor out, put some braces in, yada yada yada. But I got to get up in there with the torch. There's a little dooflicky hanging down right in there. It's got to come out of there. So this thing will get down level, and we'll commence from there, I reckon. I mean, eager beaver, hacker out of there. Just, yeah. It ain't pretty, but ain't nobody gonna see it. All right, we got that little thing there snipped out of there. We measured this back door, found the center. Then we pulled measurements from the center of the door to the edge of the frame rails, and we got this thing centered. And we put us a little mark there and a little mark on the body. That way we keep ourselves capiche, and we just tied her down. Now we'll go into the front. We got the front centered too, on the front body mounts at the firewall. So we need to set the elevation at the headlights, and we'll tack that down. And then we'll probably find somewhere in the front door jamb to run a horizontal and maybe attach it to the frame to keep everything stable. And then we'll probably just whack the floor right on out of her. That's what we'll do, by golly. All right, well, we got a piece of bed rail down across the front of here. Thanks to Sam and Adrian for the big old monster load of bed rail we got. It's perfect for stuff like this. Don't ever throw anything away, guys. But yeah, well, we just took a load of junk in today. We're telling people not to. Don't throw good stuff away. Yeah, we're 8 3/4-ish over on this side, and we're 9 3/4-ish on this side. So, what's the happy medium there? We'll raise this one up a little bit and bring that one down a bit. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. 8 3/4, 9 3/4 would be 9 1/4. Right? Half inch each.
Maybe we should phone a friend.
All right. Sam, sound like you just got done eating tacos, but whatever noise that was you made, it worked. All right, well, there's what we got there. Another bed rail going across the frame. We just jammed her over there in the door jambs, and we centered it up, and pretty much centered itself up, didn't it, Sam? It's in there pretty good. So we'll tack that in, and I guess there'll be nothing left but the smoke show after that. Start chopping the floor out of it. All right, Well, we had to get away from the welding and cutting for a minute to come over here and do some more cutting. I think what we got here is a nice chunk of metal to make cab mounts out of. So I'm going to cut these in like 3-inch slivers here. I'm going to weld the upright to the door jamb and to the back door jamb, you know, front and back door jambs. And I'm going to have a hole in here to bolt down to our frame mount, have a little rubber mount in between. So that's the thought, at least. I'm going to try to cut 4 of these out with a porta band so we ain't hogging them all up with the torch. But pretty sure we'll get halfway through one of these and just go ahead and torch it anyway. This is like 3/8 plate or 90 L. It's L. So it's going to be kind of tough to cut, but we'll get through it.
Many unbearable hours later.
Well, it didn't pass the tough test, did it, sweet mama?
Heck no.
Nope. Well, we got another band. Do we ruin another band trying to cut it again? Just because that's how my luck goes? Or should I just torch it and Daggone, them babies are nice. Well, it cost this one blade. It's about $500 probably, but we'll get them 4 pieces of 3/8 or whatever it is cut, and it'll look really nice if somebody crawls underneath there and cuts the floor out and sees what we've done. You know, they'll be impressed. Daggone, I could have cut it in 30 seconds with a torch. Took me 4 hours. Ginger Billy. I think what we're going to do is we're going to trim this floor, just give us enough to hook the new floor to, you know, kind of. This got a thick, heavy rubber coating on it, and I'm not going to even attempt to try to weld to it. So we're going to cut this about 3/4 inch wide down through here, and I'm probably just going to zip screw it or pop rivet it down along the edges and just weld the rest of it. I'm not going to torment myself or anybody else trying to get this thick rubber off here. So that's what we're debating right now. A couple slice and dices here, and this floor will be ready to throw out on the ground. Hey, go on, sweet mama. Got rubber cobwebs all over me.
That just smells nasty.
Got her up in the armpit and everything.
Could have burnt hair and everything.
Oh. Man's work is never done.
Is it gonna work? Is it gonna go? Go, baby, go. Someone's gonna get an eyeball out. Someone's gonna get an eye. Oh boy. Dun dun dun.
My side.
Oh my.
there. You're doing good.
Honey, you might be able to save it for extras.
I'm talking tetanus shot. Hey,
Talking other vehicles.
what if we just throw this right in pawn shop? You know, pull the seat out.
Exactly.
Lay this in like a floor mat, you know?
Recycle.
Yeah, have a gander at what was done to this floor. This is tin foil, I think. They put aluminum foil over top of the holes, and then they poured this rubber over everything. And the rubber was dripping out of here. It was kind of rough, guys. It was kind of rough. Ain't no wonder nobody wanted to buy it. All right, well, for the first body mount up front here, we gotta use what we got. Piece of L channel. I figured we'll probably weld it here.
Man, is that thick.
Yeah, this will probably like not welded on top, but not welded on the side. Kind of in between, like cut a notch in it here, like cut a notch, and then we'll maybe cut a 45 on this side so we can get our fingers up in there for the nut, you know. So I think that's what's going to happen there. And Sam, he's already working on our brackets. We're going to cut a little hole about yo size in there. Mark them up for him. Just the plan there. And what that'll do is that will take our bushing. Where's the bushing? It'll take our bushing and it will sit on top of this and go up through here and have this on top with a washer, big flat washer, bolt, going clear down through this piece. So that'll be our body mount. But we need a hole that size cut in there.
Roy the Terminator.
Alright, well, we figured we'll just cut a raw 45 off of this edge over here and hope for the best. Cut the ugly side off naturally. I think there is a pretty side. Let's see some metal. And on this side, I think I want to just cut like 2 inches off of it, you know? Cut me 2 inches this way. And maybe 2 inches this way. Something like that. Same thing over yonder. It's like for the last couple of weeks, I swear that when we leave here, it's the dirtiest we've ever been when we left. You know?
I was about to ask you what was on your hand right there. I hope that's mud.
Wow. That's that rubber. Ooh, and a bug bite. But yeah, we've been getting pretty dirty. I can't wait till this dirt work's done. Let me introduce you to my little friend, the portaband.
Daggone, all that ruckus for that little tiny piece? I feel like someone's whistling in my ear.
This baby's nice. It ain't just whistling Dixie, sweet mama. It's a weapon of mass destruction. All right, there's what we come up with. Pretty fancy little piece. I had to cut a 45 here so we can get up in here to get a nut on, you know what I mean? But this should sit something like this, somewhere in there, you know? And give us a nice, plenty to weld on.
How you play Tetris number 2?
Yeah, and then our 90 will come down and we'll have a bushing in between them. That's what we're thinking. Okay, side two's fitted up. Just gonna go around and do some welding, I guess. Probably the end of it for tonight though, because, well, don't want to leave no fires burning while we ain't here. We pretty much got everything fitted up. We'll have to make a body mount or a frame mount here, but we got the material. We'll just have to trim it to size, and the rest of it should fall together pretty quick. All right, well, we're all tired. I think I might take my burns and go home in my black lung. Yeah, I always want to do these, but I don't want all this stuff here like blazing and burning while we're on our way home and while we're sleeping. So we'll probably burn these in tomorrow. They're already fitted and grinded, and yeah, like we said, we'll make a little something here, and we got these ones already made, and yep, a little something here. Yeah, we have to get some bolts too. I don't have any bolts to fit it. So, all right, we'll see you in a minute. All right, another day, another debacle. More like another dozen debacles. All right, we left off last night. We welded the front frame mounts on, got the front cab mounts in place. Today behind the scenes, me and Sammy just wanted to work. Okay, we didn't have time for no camera stuff. But what we did was these frame mounts off of the old the frame we're using. We cut off the front that held the cab on front truck when it was a truck. We trimmed them down and we put them right where you see them there. And we're going to put our angle, 3/8 angle. We'll weld it right to that. And bolt nut down through there, rubber mounts on top and bottom, and I think we got that all figured out. Now what's next is we're going to graft in some 1.5" square tube, go from this one to that one, and run along this edge of this rocker panel, mostly because this is all rotted out and there ain't much to weld to there. But we're going to get a good bite on the whole body from here to here with this piece. And then the next Tetris piece will be 2 of these running across from side to side. One here and one about here that our seats will bolt down to, inner seat belts. So we'll have a good strong mount for our body, and we'll tie in nice heavy duty seat mounts for the wheelers. That'd be us. All right, well, I'm going to try to ruin this piece of metal because I'm going to cut it wrong. Just like always. But we got a welder. We'll weld it back together. Try again. Pretty elaborate cut here. So we need 37 inches overall. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that. So now we need 32 inches to the inside. 37, that's 5, half of that's 2.5. Just want to mark this at 2.5 inches. 32, put us here. Hopefully that makes that 2.5 inches. Yeah, on the nose. So we need to come in off of that 3/8 of an inch. Okay, just roll with me here. 3/8 of an inch, something like that.
I sure know what you mean.
Okay, we need that to swallow up our mounts that we made, our frame mounts, body mounts, the weld to the body, door jambs, and we need to come off of that at an angle. So we need to come straight off of that, and then we need to come at this angle. Simple, right? This goes away. This goes away. That stays. This stays. Something like that. Eagle eye that on there. And then we're going to, yeah, we're going to do some of this. There it is. Why does that one look different than that one? Alright, this is why all the cuts and stuff. We had to kind of swallow that a little bit. We're trying to get along this rocker so we can have a good weld the whole way across. We're going to be welded to the doorpost front and back. And we're going to sit on them mounts there. It's going to be tough to get in there to those bolts. Sammy talked me into putting that there little thing we can bend down there and weld it all together. I call that the Sambo slice. And then we have washers welded nuts that'll sit up here after this is pounded in, and we'll bolt it from the bottom, and voila. Or is it voila? Voila. Is there a V or is it W? Presto. Yep, that's what it's going to be like. We got our frame brackets here. I don't know that the old MIG is really getting a good bite on this frame, so I think we're going to break out the old stick welder and totally embarrass ourselves trying to stick weld. It's going to look bad, but it's going to be burnt in there. Okay, I don't want to be wheeling around Windrock and then the body just fall down on the frame, you know. So, okay, we'll get this stuff welded up.
Many unbearable hours later.
All right, well, we got all this stuff welded in. Many burns and flash burns and debris in the eyes later. Man, we just slammed the weld to her. This old body's so rough around these storage posts that there ain't a whole lot there to weld to, so we're going to hope for the best. What we got to do now is just throw the body mounts on it, throw a bolt in them, and then we can start working on the seat mounts. This engine sits so low in this thing, I don't think we need much of a transmission tunnel until we get up to the firewall, so we can just run straight bar straight across here, and I think everything will duck right underneath it. It's going to stink if it don't, right? After we get it all welded in there and we try to put the motor in.
It's alright, we got sledgehammers. It won't be flat anymore, but it will fit.
Truer words were never said.
Oh yeah. Wire brush.
Oh, well. You just find a hole after you drill it. Oh! I mean, you know what I say, I guess. Who's laughing now? Hold the body down.
Pull her down a little bit. Bring it this way. There you go.
I'm ready to apply some torque. Are we good or what?
I don't know. It might have cross-threaded.
Cross-thread or torque spec, tight is tight. A little much? I got her on some beans now. I can back her down. It's a little too much for you. How's that?
Yep.
You got better?
Yep.
Me too. Go on it. Okay, mental note. Buy shorter bolts tomorrow. Why can't it just work for me? How's that, Sammy? Too much?
Probably, but I think it's fine.
I love it. Sweet, thanks, sweet mama.
She tight.
We
She
need
little.
we need some more leg room here.
Jeez.
This is going to be
Where's my feeties gonna be?
it's going to be a long journey through Windrock. Let me tell you, because she is like a sardine can in here.
Is this my crap bar thingy here? Mm-hmm. Nice.
There is nothing. The steering wheel will be. Wow. This is made for 2 adults and 2 bags of Twizzlers, basically.
Maybe a Chihuahua dog.
Yeah, something like that.
Ain't so bad. What do you think, Sam? I like it.
Let's swoop in here and get these seats, Sambo. Yeah, so this is what we got. We got no room for passengers, but we're going to ram a couple in there anyway. And we're prototyping these sub-side seats with no headrests so we can flip them forward so that people can be stuffed into the back of this thing. I don't know how it's going to work.
I need room for accessories,
We need room for, like, yeah,
tools,
Mountain
food,
Dews and
stuff.
stuff.
underwear.
We should have probably picked a little bigger vehicle, is what I'm thinking, but
Like a beetle?
yeah, like a Yugo or, you know. But we got what we got. And I think we have the seat placement nailed here. So we're probably going to weld them in here, but we're not going to do that tonight because it's too late to have sparks flying everywhere, you know. So
Just that way we're doing the headrest or without.
we're probably going to have to do without because
I think it looks better.
you can't, you got to access, you know.
Well, if there's a bar straight across here, everybody can grab and hold on to it for the old crap bars. You need one up here because I feel like we're gonna be like popcorn. We're gonna be going like this the whole time.
Just hold on to the door.
That's what I feel like.
It'll be smooth as butter, honey. It'll be just like down the highway on a new set of radials, you know? All right, then.
We need a chiropractor afterwards.
All right, well, you know, we need to find out if the third passenger fits. Come on up in here, Sammy. Easy fella. Easy. I don't know if we'll have any foot room back in there.
That one's awful tight. It's miserable.
The body doesn't bend this way.
I told you I was an athlete.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
It's doable. I mean, with the seat.
You want to be up a little higher?
Not with a bar because you're gonna have
Yeah,
a
the
bar
seat
right in
will
your
be
knees.
right here. That won't be too bad.
What's that then?
Hey, you're fine.
Fine?
Yeah, you're not touching me at all.
Just so the captain of the ship's fine, we're all fine, right?
Almost like a bro hug.
I don't know, is it doable, Sambo?
I think it's good. My big feet fit.
Probably better just weld her right to here. That's what we probably better do. Probably works to do. I reckon if you spec we works to. Daggone, guys. Well, I guess my feet could be here, huh? She's gonna be tight. She's gonna be tight. Windrock ain't never seen nothing like what we're gonna be driving down here.
Better be careful. Your seat's starting to go crooked. I'm watching it.
All right, let me get out of here before I need an ambulance. to get
Yeah,
out.
there is no floor.
You're gonna act like you got something to do today.
Yeah, we're gonna pretend to do stuff. We got plenty to do. We can't hide that. Me and Sambo Slice there, we got in here bright and early at about 6 o'clock this evening, and we got the mounting points for our seats all mapped out. Cut us a couple pieces of 2x2. I think that's what that is, and we're gonna weld it on there, and yeah, that'll be our front and back mounting points. I guess we'll start by welding that stuff in so that we can get burnt right off the bat. And then we'll start making some hinges and some, I I want to say seatbelt mounts, but we might start putting the back seat in after that. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then. You know what's down this way, don't you? Shoot. She was bugging me earlier today. I think she wanted to go swimming. We know it's not because she wants something to eat or nothing like that. Not her. Look at her.
Look at that hair up on her back.
Hot dog. Look what you can do. Good girl. Oh.
Are you done?
Not really, but I guess we got to go now. Well, there's what that looks like so far. Sammy's going to
I can't get my foot.
try her for Fitterman here. If he moves that seat just a little bit, he's going in the hole. And I mean, in the hole. Kneecaps right up against the dash. What do you think of that?
Oh, that was my phone. Oh no.
Hello. Hello, Moto.
I didn't like that one anyway. I don't mind it.
All right, so we figured what we do. We got the seat centered up, and this is this will be our crotch belt bar. We just put it pretty much for dead center of the seat. We want to put one on each side. Cut it 3 times. It's still too short, but we're going to fill the Gaposaurus Rex. That can weld anything from a broke a heart to the crack of dawn, sweet mama. Okay.
All right. Well, a gal's gotta eat, right? Right? While she sleeps and does nothing. That's the way to go, girlie. You got it made under the shade.
All right, that's how that's going to look. Our seats are a little different. This one's got a footprint center to center here. It's about 25 1/4. This one's a little shy of that. So, and our angle's a little different from this seat to that one. This one leans back a little further. So, we're going to try to heat this angle here up and bend it to get our 25 1/4 on center. And we're going to see how it looks when we settle in there. Didn't move. Said we wasn't going to burn them seats, but I'm getting pretty careless.
Yep, I see fire.
$25 1/4. Sweet mama.
Other side?
Oh, that's close enough. Proud of me? Dang right.
It's amazing, love.
I just burnt that front of that seat right in half.
It matches the bar.
Oh,
Yep, totally smoked it. Daggone it. What a mistake.
It's still sticky if we pull it back. Oh.
Yeah, maybe we can melt it back together. Ah, it's hot. It's hot.
It's very hot.
Daggone it.
That one, oh no. It wants to stay though.
Sam told me to take this thing apart and do this. I was like, yeah, be fine. Shoot. Look at that, sweet mama.
that was really fancy, honey.
Right on the mark. Seats line up pretty decent. Pretty decent with each other, you know, the back. This front's a little bit high, which I don't really care for that much, but the back looks the same. Yeah,
Nice job, love.
she's a little high in the front. What do you think, Sambo?
I think I'll be just fine.
Think it'll be good?
Yep.
I'm going in. I'm gonna burn the back of my legs off. Feels like you're driving a dump truck. You're sitting all high up in the air.
Tight.
Ain't too bad. I tell you what, you get the wheel and you're gonna have a busted elbow. I've been down that road before. It's gonna have to be some pretty powerful power steering so you can go like this. Because if you gotta do this,
You can put one of those turning knobs on it.
I'm gonna have to pop my elbow again. All right, now we cut that back chunk out. We can sit the back seat in there too. Get the full effect.
Yeah.
The full effecto. Why don't we just buy one that just needed fenders cut open and windows knocked out of it and stuff like that and just ran it, you know? Why don't we do that?
I mean, we could have just ran the Cherokee.
Wouldn't it have been nice just to like, okay, Beast Wars Challenge vehicle's done. Ah, it's hot. Why did I touch it? Why did I touch the hot metal? All right, well, I think we got the front seats nailed. Now, the back seat fits right in here. It's a CJ7 seat. Fits right in here very nicely, but she's riding high on the humps here. We can't have that because Sammy's gonna have to ride like Dino with his roof, head out the roof. So we're gonna cut the seat hump out here, back to here, and that thing will sit in there nice and flat, and Sam will be a happy man. Yeah. My ears are ringing.
That worked.
It's hot. Why'd I touch it? I own it. Alrighty then.
I don't know. That feels pretty good.
That fell right in there, did it not? Wow. Okay, now let's set our front seats in it, and we'll set the sandbow in the back. Let's see if we can make her or not.
Truthfully, as much room as that's like from here, I might just climb in straight through the back and flop down.
Let's see what you got.
How stable is this thing?
Fairly.
Ooh.
Interesting. You might have to do the butterfly effect with your ankles the whole time. Think you can do it?
Butterfly effect? What do you mean by that? Like that?
Let me throw a seat up in there. See what that says. Okay, that's where that's going to sit. What if you were directly behind that one?
Right there in the back.
How would you, if you were sitting there, what would happen? May have to put a foot here and one right in the middle. Now your foot's going to be higher in the back.
Oh, that's right. There's a...
It'd be about like that.
That's not bad. But if my foot's in the middle...
It's going to be some footsie playing action. Oh, I can see that going in the rectum there. That thing sticking up.
the bolt or the bar?
Yeah.
Aw, how cute.
Me and you, Sam, forever, baby.
I'm uncomfortable. I'm leaving.
This is better up than up there.
It is.
Except for this knee thing.
Maybe we should have got two of these seats.
Like if you wear like a real thin pair of pants and like little lady shoes, it might make it better. But if the winter coats have to come out and the big work boots, it might
Get ugly.
get ugly. make it ugly.
I'm gonna say with these boots on, I can't maneuver my feet around where I need to go.
But this is kind of comfortable here. This can go out, and everybody
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, that helps.
That'll be about right there.
There's no way of doing none of this.
Probably like that.
Ain't no way of doing none of this. Well, I mean, one person could take turns.
Can you imagine being in a rollover, buckled in, and just stuck under the seats?
Oh, they ain't getting us out. They would just plow us right under the ground if we got to roll this thing over. But
Grab it.
somehow you got to climb over that to get back here.
I'm going that way.
Now you're going to have groceries back. Sweet Mama wants groceries. She wants groceries. She wants a hot tub back here. She wants aisle 3 through 7 of Walmart grocery store back here.
Maybe we should have a fold-down stove attached to the tailgate, making an overlander. Be able to cook right there on the trail.
Like on accident. Like don't even know it happened, you know.
Whenever there's rock spray and losing at the same time.
Well, seems to me that in order to put this back seat in, and in order to put the fuel pump in, it's probably better just to get this mess out of here. Thought that'd be a cool little cubby hole, you know, put a couple loaves of bread, maybe some lunch meat down in there, you know, maybe some pickle wurst or cheddar wurst or something that's not too good for you that would taste good on the trail. But I think it's got to go. It's got to go because the tank's way too big, and since it's got to come out anyhow, it would make it easier to put the back seat in. So we're going to take it out now, get it over with, get it out of our face, and we're going to commence. Man, I'm on a strict metal diet here this week.
Like a freaking dirtball.
I've been eating it. I know, here it comes. Looky. Yep.
All kinds of room for activity down there now.
Shit. We can put a dog in there now. Cheryl, come here, let's check this out. Yep. Barely enough room for the gas tank. You see the hack job I did on the frame? It's looking pretty rough. But we need to weld a piece of 1 3/4 inch from frame rail to frame rail, what's left of them. And that will support the back of our seat. We got the front figured out. And how we get that mounted. We could maybe start looking at the gas tank, the roll cage. We got a lot of stuff to do. I don't know what's coming next. I don't even know anymore. Okay, well, trying to figure out a way to bolt that seat in, coming up with blanks. So what we're going to do is we're going to patch that hole right there, and then we're going to put the seat in, we're going to bolt it to the floor. So I'm going to go over here. We've got an old Ranger hood I'm going to chop up, and meanwhile I'm going to try to convince old Sambo maybe clean the edge of this here up while I'm over there chops on, and then yeah, go over and weld her in. Call that done. That's Wink's Ranger hood. Thanks, Wink, for your hood, buddy. It's her floor now. Oh. Square peg, round hole. Well, after a bunch of kung fu cuts and dead blow hammer, about 50 blows from it, you got this little pan in here. It's a shame that this masterpiece is going to be under the seat where nobody can see it. Just know in your heart, everybody out there watching, that this is a really nice piece that we're putting in here. But I want to weld it in. I think I got about 2 inches of wire left in the welder, so I'll probably be really disappointed as soon as I start. All right, that's what that looks like after Ray Charles welds it. or somebody that welds just like him, like me.
Fine job, love.
Thank you, sweet mama. We got that pan in there, and we're just going to bolt this thing right down through the floor. Some big old flat washers underneath it, and I'm not good at guessing where to poke the holes at. So we're going to put a little bit of grease on top of the bolt heads. We're going to carefully set her back there, and we're going to hope we get close with the drill bit.
Oh my.
Okay. Push her up again. Okay. And then drop her downward.
Totally smearing it.
I guess something like that, right? Ooh.
Did it work?
Well, I got 1, 2, 3, and one of Sam's didn't work. I could have called it. It would have been Sam's fault. But no, it's almost perfect. That patch, and there might have been a little dip right here.
I'm surprised you didn't have him get up there and sit in the seat to definitely mark it, like scratch the paint.
Well, we ain't sure that patch ain't gonna fall out, so gotta tie off before you sit in this one. Tie yourself to the ceiling or something.
What's up with that? Why does that work so good?
Well, we got 2 drill bits at work, but they're both the same size.
Oh.
All right. Sambo holded that seat in, the back side of it. Fits pretty good. And he gave her a test run. His head ain't poking up through the roof anymore. So that worked out well. Now we're going to try to mock up a piece. We're not totally ready for it, but we're going to try to get the piece cut. The aluminum floor from here to here, halfway. Take some measurements. See if we can cut it right the first time. So.
I have faith in you.
38 inches. My fingers. Sammy gave us some awesome aluminum doors to use for the floor. Except for like an awesome challenge to try to get the panel bond off of them to break them down. We're getting her. Looky, looky.
Did anybody get hurt?
Just my pride and ego. Hey, that'll make a nice floor pan, huh? All right, well, here's what I come up with. It's just about as clear as mud.
It's like your house.
Yeah, I got one eye open, half asleep. Pretty sure that this is going to be a wasted sheet before it's all over with. We do her nice because we do her twice.
Oh, let's not try that tonight.
We might be doing twice before this piece is done.
Oh, jeez.
How
you doing over there, Sammy?
Done it 3 times, still too short. What's going on over here? You got something
You just want to sit down. That's all you wanted.
Yeah, after the beating this little piece of aluminum gave me. Wow, did I ever mess that thing up.
I'm glad you didn't leave the floor in the house, love.
It's up in the air. Am I going to cut a new piece, or am I just going to like spray foam around that. I don't know yet. Okay.
I'd spray foam around it.
Spray foam. Right now, I'm really tired, and I'm thinking spray newspaper. You know.
Hey, put aluminum foil and some rubber like they did.
Fiberglass insulation.
Yeah.
Asbestos. I don't care. I don't know, but
It's only for 4 days.
yeah, guys, we're beat. We was here for a long time. We didn't get a lot of work done. Okay, it's been a long week, and I know y'all's been hanging in there watching us like stuck in the mud, not getting nowhere. Which we'll
Hopefully.
appreciate it. Yeah, but we're at the point now where we got our seat mounts in. We're starting on the floor. Once the floor and firewall's in, she's going to be game on, boys. It's going to be time. We're
You're
gonna
gonna be able to see it.
Yeah, we're going to start plumbing the fuel and the steering and. Whoa! Daggone!
Guilty.
Anybody hear that? Daggone!
Someone's tired over there.
What he said. He pushed it out. He wasn't playing. Yeah, stuff's going to start happening, and it's going to be maybe entertaining again. So, man, we appreciate anybody that watches this stuff because it's got to be boring. Weld, grind, cut, weld, grind, cut, weld, grind, cut. So if you've been hanging in for it, you guys are awesome. We appreciate it. And if you're getting tired of it, there ain't going to be much more of it. Once we get this firewall done, we'll start kicking again. So I think we're just going to throw these seats in here. We're going to play Dukes of Hazzard for 5 minutes, and we're going to shut the lights out. We're going to get on home. What do you think, Sam Bo?
Bad.
Bad? Yeah, buddy. All right, Dan. Let me out of here.